Hey y'all, welcome back to Sunflowers and DIYing. So excited you could be here. So this is part of a playlist, the Napkin Challenge playlist, and I will talk more about that in just a minute. So this is a Woodpeckers Crafts tote bag. They had sent this to me a while back, and it has their logo on the front of it, and I thought it would be fun to zhuzh up the back of it. So I'm just taking some regular old Mod Podge and just giving it a really nice coat of Mod Podge. So reason why I'm giving it so much coating of it is this is fabric and it will soak up most of it. So you do want to add a very generous amount of Mod Podge. And so as you can see, I do a pretty good amount of it, but I also make it wide enough to allow me to have my my sunflower napkin with there to allow it to make it happen and to work. So like I said, I'm just good coat of it. And have you ever Mod Podged on fabric before? I have not, and I have been wanting to do it, and so I thought it'd be really fun to just try this and zhuzh this one up. And then I am you also see another fabric one I do here at the end. So I don't know, just let me know what you all think about them, and we'll see how they turn out. Like, we'll see how the quality is of it, how long it lasts, how long it'll stay on for, and things like that. I am doing a very good generous amount, and you'll see I just continue to just layer it up and add it and all of that fun stuff. So I've always wanted to do it. I think that it would be fun, to add it to like a pair of cute shoes and, zhuzh them up to really make it fun for, like with sunflowers especially. So this is a sunflower themed video. What better time to do sunflower videos like DIYs than to do it close to fall? Me, I can do it all the time. I absolutely love sunflowers, and it's not just a fall flower to me. It means more than that to me. So it just brings up so much brightness and positivity, and just it brings a smile to my face when I see sunflowers. And so it's like, why not just have your house overflowing with all sorts of sunflower decor all the time? So I love it. I can't get enough of them. And so I'm just very generously adding it to this as well. If you are coming from the playlist, welcome. And my name is Sarah. I am so glad that you could be here with us on this playlist, and we are honored to have you a part of it. I'm honored to have you a part of it, and watching my video and watching the playlist, it means so much to me and the other ladies that have joined us. And I just thank you so much for your kind words, the comments you leave. It just means so much. It's very encouraging and very exciting to see that the content that I bring to you, you're enjoying. So also, if you are a part of this playlist, ladies, thank you so much for joining me a part of this playlist and crafting alongside with me and just making it happen. It means so much to me. I truly, truly appreciate it. It wouldn't be a playlist without you. And then I will talk more about my co-host in just a minute. So y'all, make sure it's dried, the glue, the Mod Podge, before you go and do this part. I don't know, I just rushed it. It's fine, there was one little boo-boo, but you can't really tell that much. It is fine. As you see, I'm trying to put some air there, like drying it at this, cooling it down a little bit at the same time. And it's like, oh goodness. But anyway, I do eventually get it up slowly. I do tear a little bit right there, as you saw that. But it's no problem at all. I didn't even bother with it. I'm just like, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I still love how it turned out, and I hope that you all do as well, and that you will, maybe there you have a tote bag that needs a little, the word I keep using is judging, but I don't know, needs a little lift. There we go. And so now I'm going to shove this parchment paper inside of it, and then I'm going to use a chalk transfer. I'm not sure if this is available on the website. I am no longer a designer for them. I do know that I have a lot of them, and I'm going to use them. I apologize if that's something you're not interested in. Maybe think of another way. Amazon has them. You could use your Cricut. You could use anything like that. You could even I don't know, you could buy stencils and things at the Dollar Tree, at the Walmart, at any craft store, and just do your best with it and just get creative. So now I'm going to take the Chocolate ink, because I do need to use all this stuff up, and I am just going to give it a quick coat. I just went ahead and did the whole thing black. I'm like, it's late. I just want to get it done, and it actually turned out even better than I thought it was going to. And I'm thinking it's because of the black against that canvas, that white canvas. I really think that it just really brought out the piece there and just made it even so much better and just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. Let me know what you all think, and in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of these DIYs, not just this one, all of them. And so I'm just going to reveal it now. And I love it. Look at those crisp lines. Absolutely beautiful. Now the K did not go all the way on, and that's because of the strap right there, how there's a bubble, and that's fine. I was able to take a quick paintbrush right quick, as you'll see here in just a second, and I do dip it in some of the ink there and just dab it right on top of that in there. So there's our K. You never know, any different. So there it is. I love it, and I let it go over top of those sunflowers. I thought it made it look even more better and super adorable. So now I'll have a closer picture of the final reveal at the end. So now I'm going to take one of these trivets from the Dollar Tree. I have been wanting to redo one of these and DIY them, and I haven't been able to find them. So when I went to the Dollar Tree the other day, I was able to find it, and I got so excited that I picked up two. I picked up the square one and the round one. So today we're going to use the square one. I'm just going to pop these off, and when you do pop these off, I would stick them on a glue stick or a bottle of paint or a bottle of something so you don't lose them, because you'll see here in a moment I do end up losing it. So now I'm just going to take some alcohol swab here that I have, and I'm just going to wipe it clean, get that adhesive off, and just give myself a clean surface to work with. And then I do come in with the waterproof or dishwasher safe. I'm not sure which one it's called now. I think it's dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I'm just going to give it a good coat of that. And then I end up giving it like 2 coats. The first coat was like super light, and then the second coat ends up being a little bit heavier. And it's because I'm trying to get all of those ripples out. I did not want any of the ripples of the glue there. I wanted a smooth layer as best I could because I didn't want too many wrinkles. I figured it would get some wrinkles, and that was fine, but I did not want so many of them. I wanted to be able to see and enjoy the design. So there is that coat, and then I'm going to move it out of my way and prep my napkin because I didn't want to just put it on because I wanted it straight. I did not want it crooked at all. And so I felt like this way was going to make it crooked because I don't know, I just couldn't get it. I was overthinking it, I'm sure. So I ended up moving this, getting it out of the way, and I just flip it right over it. And as I'm doing this, preparing it, I was like, I need to iron this. It is a little wrinkled there, and I did not want that there, so I just added the other piece of the napkin to it so that it would not mess my napkin up, my design. And I even flipped the design over to the other side so it would not mess up my design. So here it is now. So I'm going to flip that square right on top of it. But before I do that, I realized that it started drying on me, so I'm going to just do a really quick coat of it. And this one, like I said, it is a thicker coat of Mod Podge, and it's fine. It worked out. I just wanted no ripples. I didn't want the glue to be doubled over. I wanted smooth strokes as best I could, one smooth stroke. So I ended up doing that to that right quick, and then I wiped the edges off of the excess paint there, you see. And then I'm just going to flip it over it and just center it up as best I could. It's kind of hard sometimes to see if you really are, and it's down, so that's the end of that. So then I flip it over, and you see the wrinkles. I was able to get some of those out, like especially this side. I was able to really quickly pull that out before it adhered too much. And next time when I do this, I will do a section at a time. I didn't even think about that. And I've Mod Podged and decopaged for a while now, and I didn't even think about doing that. I'm like, why didn't I think about that? Well, anyway, it's fine. I was able to make it happen. It worked, and I'm just glad that I was able to make it happen. So as you can see, I put the mat right on top of those glue dots, the pieces there, and they stuck right to it. Thankfully, I was able to get them before they decided to leave me too much, and I didn't lose them, so that was good. I mean, I lost them, but I was able to find them, so that was good. Because I was like, oh no. Anyway, so that's why I was like suggesting you to set them on top of a lid of the Mod Podge or anything like that to help you not lose them like I did. So now I'm just taking this iron and going right over it just to really help me get all of those wrinkles out as much as I can. And it helped. It got most of them out. It wasn't perfect, but it definitely got some of them out, so that was good. So now I'm just going to take my sanding block, and then I'm just going to sand downwards away from it and get the excess off of it. So you see how I'm going downwards at the edge, and this is definitely the easiest and the best way to get the excess of the napkin off. So highly recommend it. Now I'm going in with another coat. So I do end up letting this dry with the heat gun real quick to make it like tacky, I guess, enough. And then I go in with another coat with that. So all together, it pretty much has like 4 coats here. Has 2 underneath and then the 2 on top. Now you can totally do another coat. I just did not feel like it was necessary. Now I can always go in later and maybe touch it up if need be, but I didn't feel it was necessary. So then now I've got my sticky feet thingies. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, so I'm going to put it on as best I can, line it up with the other one. Now, they're not perfect. They're totally not lined up. I don't even know why I bothered putting it there, but that's okay. So I got that one, and then I end up putting the bottom 2 on, and that's it for that one. I think it turned out really adorable. I love the sunflower napkin. This napkin is so much fun. It's so vibrant, and then has that touch of purple to it, and then has the green, and then the yellow sunflower. It's just so fun. I also have a canister that I made with this napkin that I have in my kitchen right now, and I love it. So I'm excited to get this in my kitchen and all that fun stuff. So I got those all on, and they're drying. All right, so napkin challenge. So I'm obviously the host, but my co-host this month is Sunflower Tasha DIYs. Y'all, don't forget to check out her channel. She does beautiful DIYs just like all of the others, and I just truly appreciate Tasha joining me on this challenge. So with our names both being sunflowers, I couldn't help myself, but I was like, yep, we're going to go with Sunflower DIYs. So this video is all related to sunflower DIYs. All of them are supposed the whole playlist is supposed to be sunflowers, so we'll see how creative everyone got with their sunflower DIYs. Excuse me. So thank you, Tasha, for being my co-host this month. I truly appreciate it. It means so much to me. And I will have a link in the description box below where you all can check out the playlist, check out her video, and the whole crew there. So on this one, I did not want to have the sharp lines on it, so I went ahead and just went with the water. Just put a little water on the side there and dip my paintbrush in it, and I'm just going to gently just pull this away, and it just gives it a more of a realistic look versus it being a straight cut, and that's what I was going for. So I just gently take it away from the edge, and I just get it as where I want it. So wherever the water goes, that's what's going to rip. So if you don't want the wreath to actually rip, don't put the water there. So now I'm just going to continue to do that. And then I know there's no sunflowers on this, but you'll see what I do here in a minute. I wish that I would have done it before I did all this, like Mod Podging it on, but that's okay. This is, I've not done this before. This is a live and learn moment here. And there was bees on it, so I was trying to place it where that the bees look like they were actually flying around the wreath and, you know, the lavender there. Anyway, so I got it accomplished. So here's the Mod Podge that I'm using. Once again, it's the same one I used on the canvas tote. And I give it a really, really good thick coat because for some reason this seemed to absorb it a lot more than the canvas tote was doing. I don't know what the difference was, but it was. So I went ahead and just really, I mean, I had to do like this like 4 times or 3 times or whatever I did right here. And, okay, so I just went with that. Okay. And so then I'm just going to smooth it out from the middle to the outward edge, and that just helps prevent the wrinkles and things like that. So far it's looking good. So then as I'm drying it, I'm realizing that that is going to show that square that I pretty much just made. And I'm like, well, that's not going to do. That I just don't like that. That just does not look good. And I even touched it to see what it was doing, and it was dried. It was drying like that. So I was like, okay. It's supposed to be a matte finish and things, but it still has a bit of a shine and shimmerness to it, like a I don't know what you'd call it. Anyway, so to help solve that problem, I just went around the whole entire front piece of it with another layer of Mod Podge and did the best I could to blend those together, because I was afraid that I just was not going to be able to blend it properly. But it ended up, the more I brushed on it, the more I feathered it out, the more I did all that, it ended up working. Oh, and by the way, this is a little bag from the Dollar Tree. They used to carry them. I'm not sure if they do anymore. I haven't seen them in a while. But again, I really haven't looked either. I mean, I don't go to the Dollar Tree all the time. I just had these actually from, was it last year or the year before that? I can't remember. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that's from the Dollar Tree. So then now I'm just going to dry it for the most part, and I should have dried more down there at the bottom of the wreath too. You'll see here in just a minute what happens, but I get it for the most part. I get it dried, and then we can move on to step number 2. So as you see, I'm just making sure it's, dried. I'm touching it and things. So now I have this stencil from, I have no idea where. It's just a piece of paper, cardboard thing, and I've been able to reuse it. I know you won't get too much reuses out of them. It is just paper, pretty much. It's a cardboard likeness. I don't know what you would call it. So then I'm just going to use this Sunny Day yellow, and I'm just going to go up and down, stippling it up and down, because that will help the bleeding process not to happen. So again, and then I wish I wouldn't have done this either. So it wasn't all the way dried at the bottom. So as I was doing that part, I'm like, ooh. So I ended up pretty much drying some of that onto it, and it's fine. It's hardly noticeable at all. But it still looks really good. Like I said, you live and you learn. And so now I'm just going to take it without the stencil and just go over it and brighten it up a little bit more to help it be, I don't know, there were some spots I had missed, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any. And so now I'm just going to continue to dry it and just look at it more and just see what I can do. And so after I do that, then I'm like, I was going to do this method, but then I'm like, oh, then I have the Mod Podge and this napkin that I have to deal with. How am I going to make that happen? So I changed my mind. So then I'm going to take this sunflower stamp. Like I said, I know it's not a sunflower napkin, but I hope that you guys will forgive me and just enjoy it. So now I'm just going to add sunflowers all over the entire tote, the little bag here. And it turns out different. I think it's still kind of cute. I mean, I'm going to use it. It's not going to waste. I'm going to use it for my personal, whatever I need it for, whether it holds bags, pens and stuff in it, but I still think it's adorable. And as you can see, that S can stand for sunflowers or it can stand for Sarah. So I'm just going to go with it. And then I put some towards the end there, the edge there, just to make it, more full, because I was starting to kind of mess up the pattern here a little bit. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have to put them everywhere now and just shove them in there wherever I can get it. So then that's when I started just doing it. Well, then, I wish I would have let it dry a little bit more before I flipped it over, but I ended up getting carried away and flipped it over. There we go. And I just stamped the whole entire back thing. And this turns out really cute too. But as I flipped it over though, you know, we just finished it and it wasn't dried all the way at the end. So I end up getting it a little bit on the paper and things, but that's okay. No big deal. So here the pattern was a little bit better on that side. So that's fine. And then that's it. That's all I did for that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did bring in this stencil back in and put an S on the back of it as well. I'm not sure why. I just decided to do that, but it's okay. So then since I made a boo-boo there, I thought I'd cover that up and fix it now since I had to now. So now I'm just going to stipple that on up and down motions and get it really in there and just make it look really cute as well. And now I have an S on the back and on the front. And I did not add a wreath on the back of it. I just didn't think there was a need. I think it looks cute just the way it is like this. So let me know in the comments below which one you all like and what was your favorite. If there was any of them that you would create yourself or recreate or just have fun with, let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments below. So here's this one, the bag. I think it turned out super adorable. I can't wait to use it. Here's my trivet, and then here's my pouch, y'all. Let me know which one's your favorite. And don't forget to check out the playlist. And remember, be sewing sunshine.